Hello, welcome to A Few Minutes with Peter. I'm Buddy Pennington, pastor of Westfield Assembly of God in Holmes County, Florida, the host for the study. This video is lesson number 2 and part number 3. We'll be taking a look at 1 Peter chapter number 2 and verses 9 and 10 in this video. Allow me to read those for you now. I'll be reading from the New Living Translation. But you are not like that, for you are a chosen people. You are a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of God, for He called you out of the darkness into His wonderful light. Once you had no identity as a people, now you are God's people. Once you received no mercy, now you have received God's mercy. In this section of his letter, Peter is comparing his readers to the folks who were stumbling over the fact that Jesus Christ is the cornerstone of God's spiritual church and His kingdom. He says to them, you're not like those people who stumbled. You have become a chosen people. You have become, he calls them, a royal priesthood, a holy nation. They have become something they were not. He says to them, you used to not be a people, but now you are. You used to not have God's mercy, but now you do. I want to point something out to you, if you'll allow me to do that. When an individual accepts Jesus Christ as their personal Savior, when they ask God to forgive them of their sins, and they change their minds about how they're living and try to live according to the teachings of Jesus Christ, they become part of God's family, part of God's people, His chosen people. If you have chosen through your own decision, through your own will, to accept Jesus as Messiah and live for Him, then you are no longer an individual who has no residency, who has no heritage, because you now are part of God's kingdom. And in His kingdom, you have a special place there. You are a royal priest to God. The devil may try to tell you that you're something less than that. Allow me to assure you, you are special in the eyes of God because He called you and you chose Jesus. Thank God. This is one of the greatest passages that Peter has written in this letter to this point. May it bless your heart. It's my prayer that these studies will be a blessing to you. Allow me to encourage you to share them with others on your social media contacts. I also encourage you to visit our Facebook page, which is Westfield AG at 2513 Cypress Street. May God richly bless you until next time whenever we get together for A Few Minutes with Peter.